Hello, St. Andrews School students. Greetings of the day. I am your GK teacher. Today I am going to teach you exercise number 10 from Unit 2, that is forms of government. A government is a system of people governing an organized community with power of financial, military and civil laws. There are 7 forms of government. Each government has a different kind of constitution. Read the clues given below and solve the crossword. Children, in this exercise, the 7 forms of government and their description is given here. So we have to read the description first and then write the appropriate answer with the correct spelling in the crossword section. Now I am reading the question number 1, that is, in this form of government only the dictator has the power. No power is given to the common people to elect the government. केवल डिक्टेटर को ही पावर होती है और किसी भी अन्य व्यक्ति को गवर्नमेंट में जो इलेक्ट होते हैं उनको कॉमन पर्सन को किसी भी तरीके से कोई पावर नहीं होती है. इस तरीके की गवर्नमेंट को हम क्या बोलते हैं? डिक्टेटरशिप. Next question. In this form of government, every aspect of the citizen's life is strictly controlled by the state laws. And the answer is totalitarian. Question number 3. In this form of government, a king or queen rules the country and the power is passed on from one member of the royal family to the next. And the answer is monarchy. Question number 4. In this form of government, the representatives elected by the citizens govern the country. The representatives with majority votes are elected. And the answer is democracy. Question number 5. In this form of government, the representatives following a set of religious ideas rule the country. Answer is theocracy. Question number 6. In this form of government, the country is ruled by women. Answer is matriarchy. Question number 7. In this form of government, the representatives of the voters who are chosen for a specific period rule the state. Answer is republic. Now in the end, a quick quiz question is also given here. The most important question is, what is the minimum voting age in India? Answer is 18 years. Now come to exercise number 11, that is ruling lords. Governor generals and viceroys in India were the head of the British administration who ruled the country before independence. Given below are the pictures of some governor generals and viceroys of India. Read the descriptions and write their names with the help of the clue box. Some ruling lords photographs and their description is given here. We must understand the information and then write the correct answer. Question number 1. He was the last Viceroy of India. Answer is Louis Mountbatten. Question number 2. He planned the partition of Bengal. Answer is George Curzon. Question number 3. He imposed the Vernacular Press Act and the Arms Act. Answer is Robert Bulwer Lytton. Question number 4. He supported the formation of the Indian National Congress, and the correct answer is Frederick Hamilton. Question number 5. He tried to improve the system of local self-government in India, and the answer is George Robinson. Question number 6. He was the Governor General and Viceroy of India from 1856 to 1862, and the answer is Charles Canning. Question number 7. He defeated Tipu Sultan in 1799 at the Battle of Srirangapatnam. Answer is Richard Wellesley. Last question. He devised the policy of doctrine of lapse of to annex territories of India, and the correct answer is James Brown Ramsay. Here we have completed exercise number 11. Now come to exercise number 12, that is dams and projects. India is a land of many rivers. Dams and projects are built on these rivers to extend irrigation facilities, generate electricity, control flood, and to provide drinking water. These are the various characteristics we can say of dams and projects. Given below are the pictures of some dams and projects of India. Read the descriptions and write their names with the help of the clue box. And at the end, one philo fact, a very interesting, amazing fact is given. Here, you have to read the philo fact. Now, the question number 1 is, it is the largest dam of India built on Bilangana and Bhagirathi rivers in Uttarakhand. Answer is Tihri Dam. Question number 2. It is a project built on a Kosi river. It provides power, water for irrigation and controls flood in Bihar. Answer is Kosi project. Question number 3. It is a project built on Satluj, Beas and Ravi rivers. It was previously called the Rajasthan Canal project. Answer is Indira Gandhi Canal. Question number 4. It is a hydroelectric project built on Chandrabhaga river, a tributary of Chenab in Jammu and Kashmir. Correct answer is Dalhasti project. And last one is, it is the Asia's first fully underground hydel project built in the Kinnaur district of Himachal Pradesh, and the answer is Sanjay Vidyut project. Now come to exercise number 13, that is Men of Glory. India had a glorious past with multi-religious people making the country proud. Read the clues and solve the crossword to complete the names of these glorious people. This crossword section is divided into two parts, that is the downward and the crossword. So first of all, I am reading the downward questions. So question number 1 is, he was a Rajput warrior who ruled over Mewar and fought with Akbar in the battle of Haldighati in 1576, and the correct answer is Maharana Pratap. Second question, he delivered an inspiring speech at the World Parliament of Religion in Chicago, USA. Answer is Swami Vivekananda. Third question, he ruled over Vijayanagar and was regarded as one of the wisest kings in the history of India? Answer is Krishna Devaraya. Krishna Devaraya. Question number 4. He was the advisor to the Mauryan ruler Chandragupta Maurya. Answer is Chanakya. Now come to across section. Question number 5. His compositions were dedicated in the praise of Lord Rama. Answer is Tyagaraja. Question number 6. He was called the Lion of Punjab who created the first Sikh empire in India. And the answer is Ranjit Singh. Question number 7. He is a poet of Avdi language who wrote the great epic Ramcharitmanas, and the correct answer is Tulsidas. Now the last question is, he is a great Tamil poet who composed Thirukkural in Tamil literature, and the answer is Thiruvalluvar. So here we have completed our exercise number 13. So dear students, please complete your work till exercise number 13 and then send the photos in the class group so that I can evaluate your work. Thank you.